Gravities in motion. Holding tight just.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Time for another Boxy Charm review. And excuse my paleness, I already have foundation on with of course primers and all that good stuff. I primed my face with the Touch and Soul No Pore Blend Primer, and for my eyes I used the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer Potion. My foundation is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte to conceal all my grossness. Like, you can still kind of see it right there. I had a pimple. Not a good time right now. I used the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair, and to set everything I used the awesome Becca Cosmetics Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. If you guys remember from the last Boxy Charm, I really like this guy. It's very shiny. I'm going to be very distracted now. Anyways, it felt really cool in the face and I had to use it again. So let's get started on the theme of this box. Here's a little card. It's the All Access Boxy Charm this month. Definitely giving me like photo shoot vibes with this. The first thing on the list is the Too Faced Natural Face Palette, which, look at this packaging. It's so cute. And this part comes off. It's just another little gold box which had the palette inside, as well as this nifty little pamphlet guy. And I love that the same lace pattern is on the front of this package too. It's also kind of fat, if you guys can see, so I don't know if I would travel with it. Look at that. And it smells really good. Too Faced always smells so good. That's why I love their powders so much. They just smell delicious. I haven't touched them yet, which I'll probably swatch later for my Instagram. So if you guys want to see swatches of everything in here and anything else in this Boxy Charm, you should go check that out. I have links to everything down below. As you guys can see, I'm excited to use that one because it's so pretty. Let's see what it says. Fall in love with the first face palette that uses your own natural beauty to illuminize, add a bronzing veil, and create a flirty flush, making all your effortless beauty dreams come true. Okay, we'll see about that one. The velvety soft formula is infused with our hydrating coconut butter and includes multi-dimensional shades that can be worn all over the face to take your natural beauty game to the next level. Next up on our card is the Dr. Brandt Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleeping Mask. As you can see, the packaging is pretty simple, and here's the packaging on the bottle as well. Has a very clean and like the soap you kind of use at the doctor's office kind of smell. Not super strong. Time to see what the card says. A hydrating, recovering sleeping mask that balances skin's naturally occurring flora and locks in moisture overnight to reduce redness and soothe the signs of irritation. I want to see what the packaging says for them. Box says, a hydrating recovery sleeping mask powered by the Biotic Balancing Complex to balance skin's naturally occurring flora. Soothing peptides along with a restorative blend of ceramides, fatty acids, and calming ingredients work in harmony to help soothe, nourish, and restore hydration to the skin. It's going to deeply hydrate, moisturizes to reduce redness and signs of irritation, and locks in moisture to prevent water loss. Apply mask to clean, dry skin before bedtime. Do not rinse. Use nightly. This one I'll have to come back at the end of the video to tell you guys how I like it, at least for a first impression. For the next product we got the Moda 5-piece brush kit. Look at all of them, guys. And as you guys can see here, I also have some other Moda brushes that I got from previous Boxy Charms that have the same like texture on the brush handles, which is pretty cool. These brushes are very soft, so I'm very excited to have 5 more brushes like this. Let's see what the packaging says. Moda Pro takes Moda to the next level. This line features superior quality filaments and modern professional shape. Use this kit to create endless on-trend eye looks. Next up in the box we have the Hank and Henry Blackity Black eyeliner. Definitely an interesting name for this. It won't focus very well, but that little sticker right there says the ingredients on it. Introducing our latest addition to the Slick With It line of eye products. Our eyeliner is a vegan liquid formula that dries down to a satin matte finish. This formula is extremely long wearing and transfer resistant, which is perfect for those hooded eyelids. I'm slightly hooded. I tend to do my eyeliner pretty thick, so it kind of acts more hooded than they really are. So I'm excited to see how long this lasts. It's got a very, very fine tip on it. I'm excited about. I haven't used a pen eyeliner in a long time, so I'm excited to see how this works. And the last item in our box is the $1 Billion Brow, the Microblade Effect Brow Pen. My color is in taupe. Probably hard to see, but it's got like the 3 brush lines in it. Like I see a lot of brow pens these days that have like that microblading effect. Although I feel like that would be a little bit light for me. Press a little bit harder. Came out a little bit darker. Probably gonna end up giving this to my mom because I do have pretty filled out brows. And it's a little bit light for what I like to do. I am weird and I like to have dark black brows, as you guys see all the time. I think my mom will appreciate it because it seems pretty easy to use. And it's not coming off. Okay, so let's see what the card says about it. This brow pen mimics the look of actual brow hairs to get a great microblade effect without the blade. It can be used to define a very bold brow or create natural looking brow hairs for a more subtle look. The long-lasting formula will last for an all-day look. So let's see how this brow pen does. Like I said, it might be kind of hard to tell on me because my brows are already pretty full. Except for like right in here. So comparatively for you guys. Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit more filled in, but not quite as much as I like. Now let's go in with the Natural Face palette from Too Faced because I'm done looking at all this paleness. I'm going to be taking this oddly shaped crown brush and I'm going to dip into Tropic Like It's Hot and I'm going to contour my face with it. Oh wow. A lot came off. Okay, warning guys, pigmented AF. I'm gonna have to really blend that out. Oh my god. What have I done? I just started this. I'd say that blended out pretty well. Yeah, you see that? I barely touched into this pan, so you guys are gonna have to be super careful with this. Especially when you're pale toned like I am. Like, I'm so goddamn pale, holy crap. It does look pretty good though on camera. Like, definitely right here is a little too dark compared to over here. But I'll show y'all how to fix that in a second. Okay, so when you guys have gone a little bit overboard like I have, take your setting powder, take the brush you used to put it on with, another Moda brush, go over it, try and lighten it up and help blend it out a little bit. Next time, I'm gonna remember to just itsy bitsy dab it in because who Too Faced? Girl, you need to calm down. There's too much pigment in there. This is for your face. It doesn't need to cover that much. It's just supposed to be a shadow. Now that we've learned our lesson, we're going to dip into that palette again and very, very gently dip into Pink Sand. And I'm using this Luxie brush here like I always do for blush. And I'm just focusing this on the apples of my cheekbones. It's almost like fall time, so I'm trying to go for like a little bit more red, purpley toned in my look today. I'm gonna put a little bit here on my chin and my nose as well. Give me more color to my face since I'm so pale. Dipping into the palette one last time, I'm using the color Satin Sheets and I'm gonna highlight my entire face with it. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know if the camera saw that, but I feel like a bunch of the dust kicked up into my mouth and I could taste it and all I could smell was that coconut. It's strong in this highlight. But hot damn, that's one golden highlight. That highlight though. Like, it doesn't look that totally impressive in the pan. Okay, so I'm gonna work on an eye look and I will be back to show you the rest. Okay, as you can see, I have one eye almost done. I'm gonna show you guys how I got there. First, I grabbed one of our new brushes here. It's the BMX 466 shade brush. And I dipped into the Jeffree Star Alien palette in the color Titan. And I'm putting that all over the lid as a transition color as well as underneath.
For a ride, shouldn't be this open.
Next, I'm taking the BMX 430 crease brush and I'm dipping into the Jeffree Star Blue Blood palette and going into the color I'm Cold. And now I'm going to kind of like follow the natural shape of my eye and kind of bring it outward this way as well. So you get this kind of like nice swoopy point, and pray that it looks even when you're done. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna like blend into this quite often, and you'll probably want to like continue to go back and forth to add color back into it. Just get the base of the color down, and we're also gonna drag it straight down as well here and connect it with the corner of your eye. Now I'm going to go back into the Blue Blood palette again, and I'm going to go for the color Blue Blood. And I'm going to follow that same shape, but not blend it out quite as far. Now I'm taking that detailed brush and dipping into the color Blue Monday. And I'm just going to like gently outline this outer third here and gently blend it all together. And as you see, you don't really need to bring it out much more than here. Just make sure it's blended in nicely because you don't want there to be harsh lines. This is when you want to start getting into the blending. And now I'm taking this flat Alamar brush and still going in with that same blue color. I'm just going to do my outer third here and start packing on some of that color. And as you see, we're getting the fallout. Just gently swoop away. Now I'm going back in with that crease brush with a little bit of I'm Cold on it still, and kind of cleaning up a little bit around my edges, trying to blend it out again. Now I'm going in with our new smudger brush, the BMX 402, and I'm going into the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette in the color Gumdrop, and I'm going to smudge my entire lower line. Now I'm going to use this Luxie 246 brush, and I've got that same Gumdrop color, and I'm going to go on the rest of my lid and in this inner corner here.
Gravities in motion. Holding tight, just take me for a ride. Shouldn't be this open.
Now we're going to take the BMX 498 line brush and going back in with the Alien palette from before, I'm going to use the color Area 51, and I'm going to line most of the bottom lower lash here.
I know it's cold outside, but here where I feel.
So, a little warning for this next product. I used this little guy here, the Urban Decay Vice Special Effects Lip Topper in White Lie. That's what I used for the sparkle on my lid. Now, I don't know if it's eye safe, so don't do this. Find something better. I'm taking a risk. And as you can see, I'm going to put it on this inner third eyelid here and on the bottom in here. And while it's still wet, I'm going to kind of like tap around the edges to blend it a bit. And feel free to add more if need be. And now I'm going to line my waterline using the Vintage Cosmetics Smoky Jet Black Eye Pencil. Oh yes, I also put a little bit of clear eyebrow gel, specifically the NYX Control Freak, just to keep my brows in place. I always forget to mention things like that until the end of the video. Now I'm taking this Luxie mini angled brush, and I'm gonna highlight my brow bone and my inner corner with the satin sheets from earlier in the Too Faced palette. Now on to the Hank and Henry's eyeliner. Now I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing with my eyeliner because I never know what it's going to turn out to be like. So let's hope it's at least even. So, relatively painless. Definitely made them pretty thick and out there, but I really like it. Very pigmented, very smooth, very consistent. I'm gonna let these dry and put on some mascara. I'm gonna be using the Tarte Big Ego mascara, and I'm gonna pick out a lip color and I'll be right back. I decided to go with these guys right here. This is the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in Purple Urgle. And then again the Urban Decay Vice Lip Topper just on the high points of my lips here. Now I'm going to top it off with my tried and true Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray. When I'm all dry, I'll come back for a close-up. So here's the close-up on today's look.
Holding tight, just take me for a ride.
So far first impressions on what I can give for right now. That face palette is gorgeous. The bronzer and the blush are very pigmented, especially that bronzer. So for us pale people, you need to take Bob Ross's advice and just barely touch it across the canvas like a cloud. And of course, as I knew, the brushes were on point. I love the face brushes that I have, plus the blending brush that I showed you guys earlier in the video. They look like they came from the exact same line, so I already knew I was gonna love those. The eyeliner, I didn't think I was gonna love as much as I do. It's pigmented as hell, it was easy to use, I'm very shaky, and I'm very much a perfectionist on how I do my wings. This is pretty damn good for my usual job. Love that it's not like a felt tip, it's actually like a brush tip. Makes it so nice, it looks so smooth. Felt tip is always patchy when I use them, so I don't generally go for those. The eyebrow pencil, I'm going to give to my mom. These aren't coming off. I've been rubbing at them the whole time. I even washed my hand a little bit earlier and they're just not going anywhere, so my mom is going to like them. They're definitely more her color anyways. But it did fill it out a decent amount. I'll be back later to check in on the eyeliner and the eyebrows, although I don't know if you'll be able to tell much of a difference for that. So it's about 6 hours later, and as you can see, like maybe a little bit gone at the very bottom of my lash line there, and like a tiny bit in this corner right here. My eyeliner looks so good, so I'm gonna go wash all this off my face and put on the sleeping mask.
I know it's cold outside, but here we're hot enough. Giving it to this crush of mine. Feeling like you're my perfect type. Giving it to this crush of mine. Feeling like you're my perfect type. Feeling like you're my perfect
Good morning, everyone. This is what I look like the next day. I feel really smooth, very moisturized, so first impressions is definitely a good impression. And I look moisturized, like just a tiny bit of shine in all the right places. I don't look disgustingly oily like I usually do, so it's nice to look shiny and youthful and moisturized without looking too extra greasy like I always do. So Dr. Brandt, thank you as always. That's it for today's Boxy Charm video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. Also, leave me a comment, tell me what you think about today's look. I've been watching The Dark Crystal again because I want to watch the new series that's been going on, but I wanted to watch the movie first, so that's what I've been doing this whole time. So this look, you can blame them. Came out super pretty. Don't forget to check out all my socials down below as well and follow me there. See you guys in the next one.